Hey everybody, Gal here, bringing you episode 30 of our Necromancers Let's Play of Total War Warhammer. Last time where we left things, we had just declared war on Chaos, had a successful, if draining battle against Chaos here up in Carrick Ziplin. Ziflin, not Ziplin. And Kemmler's army is just regenerating here. We do have Wulfrik down here. His army is relatively small and taking attrition. I don't think I'm going to push out against them this turn, because if we wait just one more turn here, we'll get an improved garrison. I mean, the army is not big, but it does have some pretty threatening units. Wulfrik himself is level 25. He has a feral mammoth with him. It's pretty scary all around. And also their army, the entire thing, all the Norskins, I didn't realize this, they all cause fear. I think that might be a little bit too powerful. They should probably remove that, but because it makes them immune to fear. So yeah, that's the whole shtick of the vampires. So yeah, kind of annoying. We have these guys, the Vanaheimlings, who were raiding Nuln for like 20 turns up here in Grunberg. I don't think we're going to sally out against them. We're going to wait for them to siege us, because we'll have a greater advantage that way. Alternately, we could push out with Kemmler in a turn or two once we get some defenses in here, or take care of Wulfrik and try to help out. And then last time down south, or I guess first we should say up here, Helmgart and Ludwig are working on building up some armies. Ludwig is going to go down south to try to help out Gustav, who had a very challenging but successful battle last episode against these two dwarven armies here, beat both Thorgrim and Ungrim. But now I just noticed here we have Daelid Ironpick's army, which is all now high-tier dwarf units. They have an organ gun, they have 2 flame cannons, a gyro bomber, not even a gyrocopter, a gyro bomber, they have 1 regular iron drake, 2 iron drakes with trollhammer torpedoes, 3 iron breakers. This is just insanity. So yeah, this army in particular would not do well if we had these super buffed bats and wolves, though. So we're going to try to get those up in here to reinforce Gustav's smaller, or I guess higher tier army. But first, I think we're going to go ahead and try to take care of the rest of these dwarves here. They've been a pain in our butts for way too long. So I did mention last time that we would have done better if we had a couple flying units with us. So I think what we're going to do actually is we are going to pull in the Devils of Schwarzhafen for some flying units. And we're going to go ahead and raise up a couple units of bats. And that'll round out our army to a full stack of 20. And I think with that, we should be good to go in against... We'll try against the smaller army first. They will pull back. If we go against them again, they're still within reinforcement range. Baradin, his army is tired. I think I want to fight the small army still. It'll be the highest advantage to us. So we could just auto-resolve this and kill these dwarves off. I think we have more interesting things to fight right now, so we'll go ahead and do that. I fought that myself. That was some lost our crypt ghouls there, but it's okay. It's okay. 4% replenishment, not really enough to be worth it. We'll take the murder captives bonus. Gortek the Orcbane has been killed, as well as Mundry True Eye, Baradin the Astute. Lots of dwarven hero guys taken out. That's very good. We're going to go a little bit farther, and we're going to lie in ambush here. I think it may be time for us to just go in and raise Barak Var. I think we need to start raising the dwarven settlements to make some headway here, because their army recruitment is going
I have no time
out of control right now. So we did gain level there with Gustav, up to level 24. Not sure, did we have a plan for him? I think we were gonna, yeah, we'll go into Ancient Cunning, just make sure that works. Let's switch out of Ambush and back in.
Kill them! Raise them!
We also gained level with Gregor, who I think we're just gonna finish off hard to hit. He's doing okay on foot for now. So he's gained the enduring trait as well. All those tanky abilities. So Ludwig is heading down south, but he's going to have to do some recruitment on the way. Yeah, so I think we're sending him down as far as he can go. Similarly, Helmgart needs to do some recruitment on his way north, because he's going to go up and try to maybe hit Kislev here, the occupied Kislev. Should be to his advantage. Gorst had got, I think, 1 or 2 turns ago, we finally got him. What do you call it? The ambusher. What's it called? Lightning strike. Go on lightning strike. A turn or 2 ago. So that should be incredibly beneficial to him. So I think we're just going to go for we're definitely going to need some kind of anti-large. So why don't we just fill up the rest of his army with spearmen and maybe just a unit of bats to take care of any surprises. So that should go well. Well, I guess this is less of an emergency than actually getting Ludwig's army put together. Yeah, because I think he could use a couple more wolves, 3 more bats? More wolves or more bats? I think we'll go with wolves. So his army is just going to be completely wolves bats, because it's going to be the reinforcing army, so it needs to be fast, agile, and he has the bonuses to those units. Let's see. So those forces taken care of. Gorst will, I guess we can put him into force march. Is that going to... I think force march him up a little bit farther north, a little bit closer, because he's going to be heading up through Essen
on my way
in the next few turns. Gustav, we've taken care of. Riekland, we do have buildings to build in Riekland. We could build a shady township, but these guys are right here. I'm a little bit nervous about doing something like that, so I think we're going to buff up Talabheim itself and get it income 100, so this one is definitely better, without a doubt. Also, we have Beckafin here. I think we can start taxing Ostermark and put in some walls. So that should be good. Altdorf, what can we build in Altdorf? So Helmgart, we could build something else here. It's probably not a good idea. Not with imminent chaos things happening. We will level up Rambert. Again, I think the best option is actually just put another point into hard to hit for him. And also have Abarash here, who I think we're going to send him purely down the blue line for a while. Recruitment cost reduction, siege holdout time. Maybe we'll go with authoritarian. We'll see in a few turns why I would do something like that. Really, I would like to assault Wulfrik's army. That is not a good chance of success, though. You know, it would really help if it works, and Abarash is not doing anything particularly helpful here, so if he dies, it's less income. Okay. So that was successful, and yeah, that actually did quite a bit of damage to these units here across the board. Another level for Abarash, we're going to put it on Authoritarian, or actually we can put it into Champion, which increases his assassination ability. So we'll go ahead and do that. Kemmler, we should definitely take him out of Force March. In fact, if we pop him out of the settlement, we can put him into Channeling Stance and put him back in the settlement, and now we'll have, I think, boosted replenishment. And I don't know why it won't let you switch into Channeling Stance while you're in the settlement itself, but also we'll have 90 Winds of Magic if we get attacked by anybody, which I don't think they will because the dwarves are right here. I think the AI is going to consider them a threat. I don't know. If we get attacked there, it might be trouble. It's hard to say, really. And with that, how are all our forces doing? Riekland. So we used him here. I think we're going to move him up towards, up into Riekland to help out with building over there next, which is kind of funny to say because everything's falling apart, but and I don't think I'm going to spend any more of this money. There are some upgrades that we could get that I mean, I want all of this upgraded, but I think we need to keep a nest egg ready to push out another army when we need it. And then, so we did turn on taxation here. So why is my income not much higher? Oh, right, I recruited more units with Gustav. Okay, so I think that's everybody doing something. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn, and we'll see what happens here. Could potentially be terrible things. Like the dwarves and their ridiculous army. And Engrand. These armies are pretty beat up, and I think it's purely attrition that they've been taking. So that's Hobus Bloodheim, who I guess replaced the Chaos Lord we killed, and it looks like Wulfrik is going to move in for the kill here, or he's just going to siege the settlement to prevent us from getting our walls built. So that's annoying. Raiding by Gustav von Karstein, that's the rebels. Raid Varenka Hills, that's where they have the huge army, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Raise Carrick Hearn. I don't know if I have time. So let's see about attacking Wulfrik. It's giving us pretty even odds here. We do have we have Rudolph's reinforcements here. Unfortunately, our units didn't fully replenish last turn, so it's just going to be. This should be challenging. We're going to have to be careful to keep Wulfrik away from our heroes and Lord. That's going to be the main thing, I think, is just trying to blob him up and make sure that he can't get in there. Is he riding a mammoth or anything? Doesn't say he's. What is it? Hang on. He has rage. It says he has siege attacker, so he might be on a mammoth. I can't tell from. No, he's not on a mammoth. No, it would show here. Okay, so he's not on his mammoth. So, I mean, count your blessings, I guess, and we're going to go ahead and fight this battle. So I don't think this is going to be easy. They have some fairly scary units here. And their javelins are particularly threatening to our Vargeists, which are large units. And we don't really have any anti-large to deal with their skin wolves or all the nasty stuff they have, actually. So, okay, 24 is a great start from Magic. We're going to start deployment. We appear to have reinforcements coming in, even though we're attacked in the settlement. So I think we're just going to start all the way in the back. And and group up with our reinforcements as they come in. Think... Yeah, we don't really have any poison in this army, which is also unfortunate. So maybe do something like this. Put our beat up, higher tier skeleton warriors in the middle. Along with our White King. That'll be our main force. Actually, I think we'll put that on 2. These guys are our casters. We'll put one on the right, one on the left, with the Mortis engine hovering in the middle. We'll have our Vargeists off to the side, Bats off to the other side to just blob up their units, get them stuck. We will put our Hex Wraiths up front, make sure we keep vision on the enemy. Can they stay hidden up here? Looks like they can. Throw it like that. Okay. So they should keep vision on the enemy. And I think that's good. Yeah, I think we're going to start the battle like that. Wait for our reinforcements to come in. They should be, yeah, they're forced to come up towards us. So I think we're going to set up a line, something like this. So sitting in the trees like this should skew things in our favor, because our only large unit right now will be the Mortis engine and the Vargeists. And the Mortis engine and the Vargeists will be... Oh, so the Mortis engine isn't going to go into melee, so that shouldn't be a bother. So we're going to put the zombies out front like so. Soak up some of the ranged fire as it comes in if we can. They do seem to have this chariot sort of just going off on its own. So I think we're going to go ahead and try to take that out with our Hex Wraiths. And our Spearmen. We're going to keep them in reserve in the back here, and we're going to try to get them onto the Mammoth if we can. Send one unit of bats in to stop them. Okay, so the Hex Wraiths should be able to hit these guys and get out, I think, before their ranged gets into range. Okay. Get Hex Wraiths out of there. Bats can take over. I think maybe the Vampire should get over here. Bats can go ahead and get out of there. Hex Wraiths get up over here. Okay, so we want these. We don't want their ranged units coming in against our Vargeists if we can avoid it. Try to get these bats around behind. Looks like the smaller of the two forces, except for the Mammoth here, is heading off against our army. So they have their They have caster and some other stuff there. But yeah, it looks like hits in here. Shouldn't really be a problem though. Okay. So these guys, not doing a ton of damage to us. These spearmen are definitely gonna have to get in against the trolls, or maybe against the skin wolves actually.
I'm in your
Okay, these spearmen getting against the skin wolves. These spearmen getting against the mammoth. We want Abarash to. Oh shit! Oh, that didn't go well. Okay, and I'm gonna get some bats in here. The rest of their army seems to be still following these Vargeists, so that's actually good. I'm gonna get in here. The rest of these guys should get into their backs here, if we can. We can get our vampire out of there.
curse of years. Blood magic. To war. All life must
Okay.
end.
Kemmler needs to keep the army alive in here. These things are quite nasty for us right now. The bats need to get into the ranged units. These guys need to collapse in here.
We are immortal.
Just try to beat the hell out of that guy. It would help if Kemmler was actually in near the battle here. And use some skeletons in there. He's doing fairly well on that side. Still have that part of the army chasing the Bargeists. So that's gone well, I guess. Didn't really plan it that way. Bats seem to have taken care of those units. Kemmler, just enough magic to keep this part up. These bats, if I can send them in, where the heck is that caster? Yeah, against their caster.
Your time has come.
Vampire.
We are
Hit him
the
with another
new
fireball.
order.
Keep magic moving on in. Okay. Just have everybody collapse in on that mammoth. We want it dead. Those bats are doing work over there. Vargeists can come back on over here. And now we have the second half of their army left to deal with, which has Ivar, Bloody Hand in it. I'm not sure, where is Wulfrik? I don't see him anywhere. So I think we're going to get this mammoth killed. Come on. How much health do they have? Barely any. Just try to get these chaos trolls dead. Get the mortar's engine back in here. Okay, so now I think the rest of their army is not large, so I think we want to face them actually down here, behind these trees. So let's try to get that set up. Group 1, again, just fodder units. Group 2, set up as our main line. think we're just send some bats to take care of this Sarlamath, along with maybe the Vargeist can finish it off, as they're not doing anything right now. The Mammoth dead. Dead, off the map, and gone, so that next battle we don't have to fight a Mammoth again. At the very least, we managed to get it to fight us in the trees, which was supremely to our advantage because the Mammoth, as you can see, is a large unit, and large units do not do well when fighting in the trees. And there is the Mammoth dead. Okay. These guys turn around, finish off these Norscan trolls, I think. Not a good engagement for us, but the trolls are not having a good day. We should be able to win, despite the fact that trolls should come out on the top in this engagement. Send the Vargeist out against them. Alright, we want to just fight just behind these trees here, facing the downward slope. Zombies out in front here. Spearmen over in these trees over here. Vampire up on the hill here. Kemmler on the left. And the Mortis Engine somewhere in the middle. Alright, and we also have Hex Wraiths following them. These trolls here off the map, finishing them off. Finishing off this troll. This is one resilient troll, he just keeps going. Come on, troll, die. Okay, there we go. So I think we're going to send zombies and stuff in at these marauders. Can we toss a fireball at some of these hunters, the javelins? We can. So I think we're just going to sit on the hill here with Vampire and keep doing that. Okay. Group 2, move on up.
So much death.
Kemmler, get in there. So we haven't used Krell yet. Don't know why I clicked that.
For my master.
We can send one of these units in here with some bats to help. Bats. Bats. Vargeists. Vargeists. The Corpse Cart, or I guess the Mortis Engine. Group 2. Just collapse in not here. Against these guys. Or these ones. Try to send another fireball up there.
We are immortal.
I am the Mistmaster.
Alright. We'll try to drop Krell in here to hopefully do some work, help out. Krell. Get into the back zone there. Vargeist is doing work here against these javelins, which is good. It's not their favorite matchup, but okay. So Wulfrik is over here fighting bats, so that's pretty much exactly where we want him, I think. See if we can cycle charge these Vargeists here. Like I said, it's not an ideal matchup for the Vargeists. Fireball into him though. Have the Vargeist turn around, hit him again. Krell. Krell's working on it. Magic flowing on in. get some more skeletons. Problem is going to be their lord, I think. You have to keep these guys. Vargas are not the ideal matchup for javelins, but they're what we got. And it's giving us a victory. We're going to try to finish off Wulfrik on his way out.
An ancient power is rising.
And Krell is not going to make it out there.
Fear the
We might as well heal up this side of our forces as much as we can. So Wulfrik should eventually get killed by this. You guys need to stop hovering around and actually hit him. Not seem to be doing anything against Wulfrik here. The Mortis engine should do something to him. Might be good to send. Send those guys. I want Wulfrik dead. I want him off the map, where we don't have to deal with him. Kemmler can just keep on healing up our units as much as he can. Krell is... Well, Krell might be able to get out here in time. To do something to Wulfrik. So easy. I think he's mostly just taking damage from the Mortis engine here. Sorry guys, this is taking a little bit of time, but I want Wulfrik dead. I don't want to have to deal with a level 25 Lord wandering around the map. It's obviously he hasn't died once in the whole campaign. It's the only way I think the NPCs could be as high level as the player right now. And there goes Wulfrik the Wanderer. Okay. So sort of a strange battle. The AI let us sort of string them out. But we got their mammoth dead, we got Wulfrik dead. We almost killed both of their heroes. So this army is now in pretty rough shape, and we should have our one turn we need to get our defenses into the settlement. Hopefully we didn't lose our White King. That would be very sad. Okay, so Rambert endures once more. That's gonna heal just the bats, I guess. That's kind of garbage. Returning captives would be 1,000. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna return the captives. Picked up another Lichbone Pennant. I don't really need it, but that has crippled their army there. I think we're going to pop out here. We should be able to just auto-resolve this. Kill off the rest of their heroes here. They at least shouldn't come back. Wulfrik will reappear somewhere, but okay. Get back into Helmgart. Start replenishing. Level 24 with Kemmler. I can't remember if we had any sort of particular plan here for him. Gone all the way down here. Let's get Eternal Bastion. Make Krell no longer degrade. So we can just pop him down as soon as the cooldown finishes. Actually, it would be cool if that ability just spawned Krell as a hero on the map permanently. That'd be a cool implementation. I think I would like that better. But I mean, this is nice as well. We can't get on the Hellsteed yet. So I think. So what do we have up here? We have more armor. Armor is already pretty decent. Melee attack is good. Melee defense is poor. Health is not particularly high. I think we're just keep going down the magic tree here. So this would reduce that. terror and buffs leadership for us, or just direct minus leadership for an enemy. I think this is area based, right? We cast on one of our guys and it hits everybody in the area, so I think that's the next magic. Next magic we'll learn. It's really the second half of the tree that I think we're waiting for there. We're going to stay in channeling stance here. That's worked out all to the good. Yeah, and we should be able to. We do have this. Oh, these shouldn't be a significant threat to us. They have some elite units, but nothing we can't handle. So yeah, I think we may want to put some sort of building into Helmgart. I'm just wondering what we should put here. Could use a bit of extra money. That's not terribly expensive. Might as well do that. And we can actually upgrade Helmgart to the next level. Why don't we deploy Riekland here? Yeah, we'll deploy Riekland here and do this again. So that's 700 now. Buff us up to Shady Township. In fact, actually, no. What we need is growth here. So we need to regrow this lost settlement in a few turns. So that should be our focus. Dwarves here, not hostile to us. Somehow gained a level here with Jurgen. Might as well cancel these units. They're never get built for us. Okay, so reduce the cooldown on invocation. Start going down here. This would directly increase the leadership for the whole army. That's not bad. That's not bad. What does he have any specific? Just minus leadership for the enemy army. So why don't we? Yeah, why don't we just give him Lord of the Scourge to start? Because I don't know if the rest of these apply to the garrison. That's only for attacking. It's just improves around him. So, yeah, we're gonna just go for Lord of the Scourge. I think we're gonna max that out for him if we can. These guys should attack us next turn. I'm not particularly worried. Nolan has a decent garrison in it. I was hoping to be able to push in with another army to help, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Ludwig's army is, I think that's good enough to start heading down to help out with the dwarves. These dwarves should be too far away to try to pull any shenanigans at Barak Var. But we could use another turn of replenishment here. On the other hand, what is the garrison like here? It's not terribly threatening. Okay, so we're gonna have to, because we don't have any siege attackers, we're gonna have to go in for one turn, siege it for one turn. So we're gonna have to go in, siege it for one turn. We raise it, which leaves us sitting there for a turn. So that would give them 2 turns to sneak up behind us and try something. I think we might just stay hidden here for another turn. They might push up to Akendorf, which would let us creep in behind them and up with Ludwig's army. So that would be to our advantage. So I think that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Helmgart, put him into regular stance, move him. I guess put him to force march and get back all the way up to Essen. So I don't know if there is another place. Yeah, we have to move him across the border if we want to move him anywhere. Don't want to go across the border. We want to stay on this side of the border. So okay, so we're not going to move anywhere. We are going to recruit. What shall we recruit? What is his army missing? He needs some flying units. So I'm wondering if we should go for Vargeists. I mean, his army is already pretty elite, but Vargeists are always good. So let's grab a couple of Vargeists and then start filling up his army with. We're gonna need some anti-large going up against Norsca up there. So let's just start padding out with skeleton spearmen. they're shielded, anti-large. They should be a good bread and butter unit to fill out this otherwise pretty elite army of pretty ghosty elite army. Have I forgotten any of our forces here? Jürgen is trapped there. Abarash is over here, not doing anything. Okay, so
True savages.
could try hitting Rafi Southbane here. Rafi Southbane? Not sure if that's his name, but what is our assassinate chances? 47. It's in the 40s with a 4% chance of being wounded. This has a much lower chance of being wounded. Let's go ahead and try assaulting his army here. Failure. Gain some experience though. So Christiana just sits there forever and ever. Magdalene. I mean, what is the level of this? The level. If we can assassinate him, we'll get rid of the level 8 lord. We should also try to block the army. You know, that would actually be helpful in this situation. Picked up a flesh golem, and we successfully blocked the army. So their movement range is substantially. They can't even get to Akendorf next turn then. So that'll help with our plans to siege Barak Var. Actually, we want to keep going down this way. Infiltrate, harassment. I think Inspector is the only reasonable thing to get. I don't think she's not gonna go for the whole wealthiness attribute, but okay. With that done, I think we're actually free to safely attack Barak Var. Unless there's like ambushing dwarves like right here or something, which I don't think there are. I think we dealt a pretty solid blow to them last episode. Wow, we can just straight up raise a Mortis engine here. That's pretty crazy. I don't think that's what we're gonna do. We don't really need anti-large. We just kind of need some shielded cannon fodder, really, if we're gonna go in against a garrison. So I think what we actually need is just some skeleton warriors. We'll just fill up the rest of the army with skeleton warriors. Just one more unit. Unless do we want to merge some of these graveyard? I don't think so. I think what we have is good, or at least good enough. Can we get in there in channeling stance? We cannot. So we're just going to go in to Barak Var. Like I said, we can't go in this turn. So actually, can we build a? No, we can't build towers in one turn. We'll just build a battering ram. And we'll go in next turn and raise Barak Var. So that's our plan. Hopefully these dwarves all around can't do anything about it. They're too far away, and Akendorf should be secure for the time being. Is there anything else we want to build in Altdorf? I don't think so. I think everything's okay here. I mean, while we're here, we might as well put in the Urnmaker's pottery. Get us a little bit more money. Do we want to get this? Great weapons. It's got little walls. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but Altdorf is our bastion of the west, so I don't think we're going to be pushing much farther west than Altdorf for quite a while. So maybe this is worth it. I feel like the AI is going to come and attack there pretty hard. So it's expensive, but let's go ahead and do that. Make sure Altdorf is secure. And with that, I mean, I guess we could push out of Helmgart, but I'm worried that we just get hit by these guys immediately. So let's just stay here till we get the improved garrison, and then try to help out our other towns after that. So I think these guys are going to keep sieging for a long time. I mean, Grunberg might be destroyed, but I think we can take care of this army after that. Okay, I think everything is taken care of. Yeah, everything seems good. Go ahead and turn there. Getting into that part of the game where we just have a lot of forces moving in a lot of directions. Okay, so he's doing some kind of trying to make things unhappy there. Warriors of Chaos fighting Belagar. Let's put them in a terrible position, though. Or is that the big army? If that's the big army, that might be a problem for us, because we're still pretty beat up. Okay, and we have a siege over there. Okay, Carrick Ziflin, not really worried about those guys. Okay, Kemmler is in range of this army, but this is Hellcroft's army. So, I think we're going to stay in Helmgart with our garrison. And actually, if we could maybe raise some more armor-piercing units, that would be helpful. We have some great weapons. Do we have anyone else who can pierce some armor? No? Okay. Actually, before we do that, let's just take a look at this army. So they have one hell cannon. We have Vargeists, which should be able to take care of that. There's also Belagar between us and them. I think he's going to run away next turn, but he'll probably get caught in the underway. Or did the Warriors of Chaos go first? I can't remember. But these skeletons are going to do close to nothing against them. If we could grab... I mean, the Sternsmen are probably not a bad choice in this situation. So yeah, why don't we pull in the Sternsmen? Hang on, how much cavalry do they have here? Not a ton. I mean, they have 3 chariots, which would cause havoc with our lines. They are, again, hugely armored. Everything here is armored. Yeah, we really should have more Brave Guard with great weapons, but we'll get 1 unit because it's what we can reach from here. We do need some poison. So, actually, let's.
I need more minions.
Expand this smaller unit of skeletons. Like I say, the skeletons are not going to do a whole ton. In fact, let's get rid of both of these guys as well. Okay, so we'll grab the Grave Guard with great weapons, a couple of criticals for poison, and then the rest will be skeleton spearmen, because we need some anti-large units in our army. Nothing else here is really particularly helpful, apart from possibly the Sternsmen, but I feel like the Mortis engine is giving us enough regen that that's not really the main issue. So hopefully this, with the garrison, will be enough to take on this.
I think not.
I hope so, but he thinks not. It's pretty scary army. Apart from that, we're still stuck in the same situation over here. We have buildings going in and up over there. The dwarves decided not to move against us down here, which means that it's time to hit Barakvar once more. I think we've seen this battle twice now. I think this time we're just going to auto-resolve it. So our bats died. Oh no. Our corpse guard almost died somehow. We could sack it for 2200, but no. No more dwarves. Yeah, so we're stuck here for a turn, but next turn we should be able to turn around and get it back into Akendorf. Dwarves might be able to siege it or something, but we have Ludwig here to prevent anything truly terrible from happening. So, I mean, we could get in here, keep public order up, but I don't really need him. Don't really need him worrying about public order. I think we're just going to push him up to there, and then get him into ambush.
Come then, messenger.
These
Spit out
guys,
your words so I can be done with them.
I don't really want to be at war with them. They're just sort of in the middle of my territory. I don't really want them to pull in climb Angrand either. So I'm going to ask for a peace treaty and demand some money. Actually, they're going to give me. Nope, they don't want to give me very much. So they give me more than that. Let's see if we can just ask for 2K. Moderate chance there. Nope. Peace treaty. Demand money. Say 1851. There. Alright. So that's dealt with this problem, for the time being at least. So which means that we can, if we can manage to fix this problem over here, we can push down there. It would be nice if you know, Bretonnia did something about chaos just sort of rolling in over their lands, because they don't. It seems like they just kind of rolled over and took it. A little bit frustrating there when the AI doesn't want to help your grand plans for global conquest. I think once again we're going to buff up the major settlement, not the minor one, just because this is the frontier. I'd like to get this up to tier 3 to get walls in Essen, but the primary worry is about them taking the walled settlement here, because I believe they can take all the capitals. And we want to stop that from happening. Talheim seems fine. Isn't really worth it without our money helper helping out with the money. So can't be bad. Also has garrison now. So yeah, even if they win here, they're not going to go very far before we manage to swoop in and mop them up. And I think with that, we're going to check our forces. Kemmler is sat around defending Aberash. Aberash is up here, not really doing much of consequence. We can send him up here to scout. Notice there's still one full and one smaller chaos stack. So they have 3 stacks right now. They have Helcroft, Hubus, and Karan. Karan has 4 Gorbeast chariots. 4 Gorbeast chariots. Alright. Well, that's going to be fun. Spam skeleton spearmen. Just send army after army of skeleton spearmen at him. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to end turn 135 there. There's a lot of management to do around our empire right now. So yeah, Belgar is going to run away, which means Helcroft is probably going to push in to Helmgart. Or not? No? Yes? No, he's going to go in there. And yeah, we're going to get an attack here, or they're going to surround us. They're going to surround us. Oh my goodness, they have another stack here? How did they get 4 stacks? Well, this is not good. This is not good at all. I didn't realize they were quite this powerful. Okay, so Helmgart is sieged. We got recruitment cost reduction for crypt ghouls and crypt horrors for 10 turns. Well, that's nice. So they're sieging us here. I don't really know what they're hoping to accomplish. Maybe they're going to wait for reinforcements, which would be bad for us. That would be very bad. Aberash, he can't get around to there. Not this turn. He's doubly on alert. Valmir. Could try some sneaky stuff over here. Really good chances there. See if we can't get an assassination in over here. Alright, successful assassination. Only wounded him, but it's something. Let's see here. Exemplar, Drillmaster, Barracks Raider. None of this is really particularly good. I think we may start putting him through the yellow skills. So let's put a point or two in there. And now down here we have Kemmler and a full stack versus not a great army from Chaos. They do have a little 14 Sorcerer Lord, so that's trouble. But what our chances look like here. It's giving us even odds. Pretty close to the end of the episode. This is going to be a long fight. So I think maybe actually what we're going to do is end it here, just a tad early, and we can go ahead and fight this one at the start of the next episode, seeing as how I think this will drag on for a while. In and out of the trees, that sort of thing. I mean, we do have the numbers advantage. We should be able to win this, but it will take a little time. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the episode so far. You can give me some advice on what you think I should do, what you think my objectives should be here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you here next time.